Hey, happy Independence Day, everybody. Bob from Trade Genius. Just got back from vacation here. I spent some time in Kona, and then I had to go to Phoenix for a volleyball tournament, so I went from heaven into hell. It was 110 degrees. I'm so glad I'm back on the coast of Southern California where it's nice and 70 today. And went from cloudy, and it'll be a nice sunny day for the evening. And so you got to pick your paradises. But when I was at the volleyball tournament, I saw these fidget spinners. I guess are all the rage there, and I couldn't help but connect that with a lot of people who trade that are just always not knowing what's going on and losing money. And I said to myself, "You guys traders or are you fidget spinners?" And I really don't care. We just follow our signals. And I'm just going to show you. This is the day trading money machine on the futures for Nasdaq, and I traded on the 15-minute chart. And you could look at these arrows here, but it just shows you money, 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 lost money, big money. And this is the trade I took. I just woke up. I got in the trade at 5,600, dropped down to 55.65. Well, actually hit the low, and then as it was coming up, make that hammer, I said made enough profit for the day, and I walked away from it $750 richer. And here's the trade. And on Monday, I did it again, made $1,200. So got the signals up here. Okay, got the signal here, and boom. And I wasn't awake for this trade, but if you're East Coasters, you'll make even more money than I do, because sometimes I'm not awake, and this is a day trading machine for me. I don't try to do overnight, because you never know really what's going to happen. I hate starting in the hole, and I've done that enough times. It finally beat it out of me. Be a day trader if you're day trading. Be a swing trader if you're swing trading, but don't be a day swing trader, because you end up trying to fight your way out of a hole a lot of times, because the market likes to zing and zag on you. But I just want to show you that go to the TradeGeniusAcademy.com. I mean, I'm up $2,000, and it's Tuesday morning for the week just on futures trading, and you'll make money too. It's a really good product, and depending on how much you trade, how much money you can make, but it's pretty reliable signal, and we enjoy it a lot. It works well with oil, gold, not heating oil, gasoline, natural gas, and the Nasdaq. Doesn't work so well with the ags, and the ES has just been untradeable. So just stay away from that. Small caps are going to make you a lot of money, and oil will make you a lot of money. So if you just stay in those two, volatility's picking up, you're going to make a lot of money. And like I tell people all the time, if you make $100 a day, you're making $25,000 a year. If you make $400 a day, you're making $120,000 a year. So it's it doesn't take you. $500 a day, you make $120,000 a year. You don't have to swing for the fences to make a good living trading. If you have a developed style, and we teach you that, and so you can take the courses, learn how to trade, buy this software. We load it on. Well, we don't load it. You can load it right onto your own machine, and it'll have the signals right there for you, and enjoy. And so anyway, I wanted to just give you that little bit of advertisement. I've been just trying to tell people this thing really, really, really works, and what we charge for it, and what you make, the ROI is definitely in your favor. But let's go talk to the charts here a little bit. I'm going to blast through these pretty fast. These are all based on volume, high to low. This is all this move with the financials is all about them selling the treasuries off, and I think this will be short lived, and they're selling the dollar off, and the banks are in big trouble. So this is, to me, I think this is another one of those liquidity games they did with the Nasdaq a couple weeks ago. They're just forcing people to cover their shorts. Big money's trying to get out, because the banks are totally screwed. The only people giving them money is the Fed. And once people start seeing that the banks can't generate any kind of income other than the Fed, they're going to roll over hard. I don't trade the financials. I just can't emotionally buy them because I think they're pretty evil. And on the short side, they just don't move enough for me. So I just use it pretty much as a scorecard. And we go next here is GDX. They're pushing the miners down. It's definitely a reflection of the financials. I think we're going to see this reverse. Just have to keep an eye on it to pick your poison. Like I said, SPY, look at this. Just what a joke. Not even worth talking about anymore. VIX picked up at the end of the day on Monday. We'll see how that goes going into next week. But, any spike is still worth shorting until you get burned. And we made money last week on this trade right here. And we're just going to wait and see if it spikes again. But I think at some point it's going to blow up in the short's face. But you got to take the trade. That's why I do it with options only. If I get burned once, okay, I lose a couple $100 or $1,000. But if it works 10 times in between, and you make $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, hey, it's worth taking the trade. And you just do it until it doesn't work. And a lot of times with the VIX too, normal VIX is that you'll get a move higher and they'll short that move and it'll burn you. But the second spike in the VIX usually pays. So just FYI, I'm waiting for it to really go. We'll see what happens. We got the Qs here. I'm saying you're going to see these fall again tomorrow for sure. You got UVXY here. We talked about that. XLE pushed up. My partner called this trade out, and nice trade. I think they all took profit on it on Monday, and oil's pushed up to some pretty hard resistance areas, so probably a good trade. Nvidia, look at this. This thing's just gonna die, and a couple of our subscribers are trading this thing short. I think they're doing pretty well with it. Again, technology is rolling out of favor. And double bottoming here in GDXJ. This will probably be a trade to take. Got Apple. Apple's gonna. I think Apple peaked right here back here in the 155 area. It's heading down to 100. Banks are holding this up. Once the bank goes, it's all over. This is bank biotech. Holding it right now, but not quite ready to short. Gold, just keeping an eye on gold here. I think it's putting in a bottom right now. UNG, I'm just gonna watch it. It's been trading in a nice range. It's been pretty tradable, but really from a day trading standpoint, and it's going to go into its probably in the next 30 days it'll start making its run for the front running the fall and winter. Australia is getting crushed with cold, absolutely crushed, and cold and drought, and then you got Russia that's not been coming out of the summer, and the Arctic's having some of the coldest summers ever. The melt has not melted this summer, so all this crap you see on social media is just that crap. And if the ice hasn't melted at all this summer, it's gonna be a brutal winter up north, and that cold air will come flying down the plains this year. So it's gonna be a really interesting winter. Silver, we're gonna wait. This area here, you got this last bar. I hate when the sulfur does it. It's still flat. It does that at the end of the day. XIV, pretty much just traded on a 5-minute or 15-minute. Not worth holding overnight. You just never know when a crash is going to come now. Small caps. That's going to start moving here pretty soon. This has been trading in a range. I've been staying away from real estate until it breaks. When lower rates don't allow real estate to go up, then we know it's time to short real estate. The SQs, we had a trade on that. We stepped away. Now we'll see what next week. Now I'm back full time again trading, so this will be one we're going to watch closely. Look at that stair step up. Oil hit the top of the band here. It hit resistance. It's probably, I'd get out of UCO if you're in it. SDS, like I said, it's just been in range for ES. AG, about ready to get back into AG again. We got stopped out. Same with ERX, end of its move. Dust, looking to reload short with some dust puts here pretty soon. Financials, this is the Amazon trade. This is short. This will be one to short pretty soon too. We're in MOS, and a nice move on Monday, up a couple $100 so far on it with options, and about 40 cents on it with shares. We have our stop at break even, so unless it gaps down below that, we're gonna have a profitable trade here. XBI, I think the balloons off this rose, especially if they just do a repeal of Obamacare, not repeal and replace. A lot of political pressure. These Republicans are really totally screwing up this opportunity. Totally. And it's going to come back and bite them hard. You know, people want cheaper health care, and they don't want our congressmen in bed with these healthcare people. And the other thing that just amazes me is why aren't the CEOs of all the other companies and sectors that are going to suffer enormous losses because all that money is being sucked into the healthcare sector? Why don't we see that push back? I like to see that civil war between the corporations, because then maybe we'll benefit from it. Maybe I'll start a movement. Here's oil. I think oil topped, not for good, but I think it's gonna easy money's out. So I look for some retracements here, and I'm on the camp that once this moves over, we're gonna roll down hard on oil. So I think this is just simply a short covering rally. Okay, I'm in my WPM. Been selling calls, selling puts. I'm up to 6,000 shares owned now, and I'm just selling. If I don't get any relief here in the next day, I think 19 is probably where we're gonna go. I'll start selling into money calls just to hedge myself. But I'm looking for a double in this in the next 12 months. So, and I'm looking to generate 40K in cash out of this in the next 12 months. We have here TWM. I talked banks already. XME, we're in XME. We bought this on Friday, and it's just a little bit below our buy price, but it's consolidating here, and as the dollar rolls over, this is going to explode. This is a nice cup and handle. As soon as it touches at this area right here again, this high, then it's going to move 28 to 31. It's going to move to 34. I'm happy to take it. DBA, beautiful sugar, cocoa, coffee started to wake up. We're in it. We're profitable in the trade, and I'm going to be looking for a place here to take half off again and keep lowering my basis. Wheat, beautiful. We have JJG, but look at that move. Now this may come back down a little bit, but I'm telling you, this is the year. I probably was a year off in my prognostications. I just didn't realize how much surplus that was going to come out of Russia last year. They just had like the golden year, and that's not repeating, by the way. Russia, Ukraine are not having the yields that they had last year, and so and the U.S. is struggling too, and Australia is struggling, and I think it's going to support the wheat. Here's the dollar. There's a little bit of a pushback here for the low volume Monday. Like I said, on oil, boil, Drip. Here's corn. I'd ignore that last bar. Some low volume games. But the grains are going to move this year. China is buying everything they get their hands on. And they're having some issues in Northeast China and the grain belts too. So I wouldn't be surprised that this thing will get very volatile, but it's going to make some nice gains this year. Okay, URA. I missed this trade. This is what XME is going to look like. I was going to buy it here again, but like I said, I wasn't trading full time. I wasn't watching this thing close enough. But uranium's going to probably be a good trade, but I'm going to wait on it. Here's coffee finally coming out of that gap. Here's the yen that's putting the pressure on us again. Here's JJG. I already took half off. This thing blew right past my half off and went up another dollar, almost near $2 from my move. So I'm half position here, and I'm just gonna wait for it to probably come down and fill that gap, and I'll probably buy back again right here. So it's volatile enough that they'll push it down, and that's where I'll probably enter in again. And my average is around 26.25 right now, so I'm pretty excited after a year's wait, finally starting to make some money on the grains. Okay, it was cold. And sugar, that's why DBA went up. This will be one we're going to watch. This technology, biotech, and then this volatility. And then the last one is, this is why the metals are struggling a little bit. This won't last. People are broke. They're going to raise interest rates into a depression. People are freaking idiots. But, you know, you got to let them do what they're going to do, and we just profit from it. So anyway, Bob from Trade Genius. Have a happy 4th. I'll be back at you tomorrow. Make sure you check us out at TradeGeniusAcademy.com. Be a trader. Don't be a fidget spinner. Have a great day. Bye-bye.